morning. All right, today I got a day in the life video for you, doing another house project today. I'm gonna be building out my home golf simulator / movie theater room. I recently started learning golf, and what can I say? I caught the golf bug. So here is the space we're working with. I'm sure it looks familiar if you've been around. This was my old office. I already cleaned out a lot of the old boxes and made room for all the equipment. And not everything is here yet, but most of the equipment has been delivered. But before we start setting all this up, the market is about to open, so gotta go get some work done first. So let's go see if we can go make some money today. All right, so up about 2,800 on the day. Just got done trading. That should definitely help with the golf simulator build I'm about to set up. So let's head over to my old office to get this all started. Actually, first let me show you my current setup real quick that I have in my backyard. So just a net I bought on Amazon and a hitting mat also bought on Amazon, and that's it. I've been using this since the beginning of this year, which is when I started learning to play. So it's gonna be a bit of an upgrade for sure. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna start working on is the flooring, since most of that is already here. I am still waiting on the projector screen, which is coming, I think, tomorrow. So I won't be able to finish everything today, but gotta get started. Okay, so mistake number one. So I try to get away with putting the gym mats around the turf mat, and you'll see why I'm doing this once the enclosure comes. But check it out. It doesn't fit. So what I should have done is lay down the gym mat as a whole square first, and then build the turf mat on top of it. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to redo this. All right, Tyson, what do you think?
Good.
Good?
Yes.
Did Appa do good?
Yes.
How come you didn't help me the second time I had to do it?
What?
That's when I needed you most.
Oh.
All right, so everything is done now. As you can see, it's very clean. Everything is leveled and looking nice. The enclosure is coming tomorrow. I'm gonna go take a shower and to be continued. All right, so it's actually been 2 days now. The enclosure kit got delivered close to evening yesterday, so I decided to wait till today to set it all up. So let's get back to work.
할아버지 조심해.
조심하세요. 할아버지 조심해야 돼?
네.
All right, I think I'm finally done. So I got the projector set up. I had to call my father-in-law to help with that one since he's in construction, so he has all the ladders, tools, all that good stuff. Launch monitor set up and running and connected to the PC where I installed all the software and everything. So let's boot everything up to see if everything works. All right, everything is up and running. Everything is working, looking nice. I'm super happy with how this turned out. Now the room itself is not finished yet because I wanted to get the golf sim built in first before adding everything else around it. Because remember, this is going to double as a theater room also. So I do still have to get a sitting area here. Of course, got to do some cable management. And I think I'm going to hang this monitor on this wall and then get like a cabinet underneath to put all the PC stuff in. And I also have to get all this cleaned up so that we can get the countertop installed in the bar area, maybe get a popcorn machine, get some beers in the fridge. Oh yeah, and I do also have to set up the sound system. So now I'll quickly go over the cost of my entire setup, starting with the turf. This is a Fiberbuilt 10x10 combo mat. It's the player series, which means it comes with a hitting mat that feels closest to a real fairway. It also has tees on both ends, so left-handed, right-handed, doesn't matter. Both players can hit off this thing. It also comes with a couple of putting holes on the end, which is nice. And my first impressions, it's very high quality. It feels very durable, and I have a good feeling this is gonna last me a very long time. And the price tag was about exact, on the dot, $2,999. They also included free premium shipping. So they didn't just drop it off at the front door. They actually brought it into the space that I wanted it in, unpackaged everything, and even took the trash with them. The screen and enclosure is from Rick's Bullseye Golf. I did a lot of research, and this was the cheapest solution to a very high quality setup. So this one, they custom built it for me to the size that I wanted. And again, initial impressions, very happy with the quality, especially the impact screen. I think it's the same material you'll find in the higher end setups. Now, the only thing is I wish the pipes came in exact specs instead of pieces where I had to connect them together, because a lot of time was spent adjusting and measuring to make it exact. But other than that, it was pretty straightforward to set up and very high quality, and it only cost me around 2,500 bucks. The launch monitor I went with is the Foresight GC3. This was the most expensive piece out of the entire setup. Even with saving 1,500 bucks during the 4th of July sale, it still came in around 6,500 bucks with tax and everything. I got the one where it gives you all your ball numbers and 10 additional courses and shit like that, but very accurate and very familiar with it because it's the same one I use at my lessons. The projector is a BENQ LK936ST, and it's a 4K laser short throw projector, which means you can have the projector pretty close and it'll still project a large picture. And I went with this projector because it's known to be one of the best for golf sim builds because it actually has a golf mode. And of course, it's also great for movies, and it usually goes around for close to $5,000, but I was able to find one on eBay for $4,200. And the first thing I'm noticing is that, I don't know if you can hear it, but the fan is pretty loud. So that's not good. The PC I already had, this is one of my old scanning PCs that I used for trading. I was actually a little bit worried that I might need to build a new one because this one is a bit older, not the most powerful, but seems to be just enough to work. And then finally, just additional EVA foam mats around the combo mat, just because the enclosure is larger than the turf itself. Now, the original plan, I was going to put just fake turf on top of the mat, but I don't think that's necessary. So the total cost comes out to here. I'll put it up on the screen for this exact setup. And I definitely think it's worth it for me because I do value my time. I'm saving a lot of time by not having to drive back and forth from the range. I live in LA, so there's always a ton of traffic here. And sometimes when I even get to the range, the place is packed. This is open 24 hours for me, so I can practice for however long I want, whenever I want, in the comfort of my home. And I don't need to worry about getting balls or paying for balls. And the cherry on top is that we were gonna build this out to be a theater room anyway, so I was paying for a screen and a projector regardless. But enough talk, let's hit a few. All right, so I just started learning golf the beginning of this year, so don't expect any crazy numbers. I got a 9-iron here, and I don't know if I should be wearing shoes. I probably should be. Oh, that was not good. Probably should have warmed up. There's a little bit better. 141. I think that's on the green. So I put the pin about 150 away. A little bit to the right on that one. Oh, let's try to forget about that one, yeah? All right, let's try to get one on the green and then call it there. Yeah, that one should do it. I think that should be on the green. Almost 150. Yep, there you go. So yeah, I mean, super happy with the setup. Excited to use it to improve my game. You know what? Actually, let's throw on the movie to see what that looks like. All right, so here it is. I still haven't set up the speaker systems yet. So the sound is just coming out from the projector at the moment. And I think I'm gonna have to turn off the fridge light because the light seems to be affecting the screen a little bit. But yeah, can't wait to do a bunch of family movie nights here. Can't wait for this movie, Oppenheimer. Huge Christopher Nolan fan, so. All right, so that's gonna do it. I know the uploads have been a bit dry recently, but these past couple of months have been, let's just say, my attention was needed elsewhere, all right? Maybe I'll tell you about it in another video, but I believe we're back on track now. I've been recording the live trading video this entire week while we've been building out the sim, so that should come out sometime next week. Also, if you have any questions regarding the setup or anything else, I'll get back to responding to all the comments and messages. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this one. There's more content on the way. As always, I appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you on the next one. I don't think I'm ever leaving the house now.